This is Sahara, playing Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, and we are in Queen's Birth, which is part of Nikataka, something like that. This is a huge map. We're making our way around it. We've done all the upper north, and now we're working our way down here to the bottom, because we came in over here, so we'll work our way around. And there's a ship right up here where we can buy stuff for our ship, new ships even. Okay. Sun's Map Emporium. Buy cannons. Yay. Okay. I see stuff right off the bat.
That's unusual.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what this says.
Sure.
These maps of the Deadfire archipelago are incomplete, pocked with gaps denoting unexplored regions. Scrawled notes track commissions and work orders in progress. Tattered and worn, this map depicts a small region of the living lands.
My eyes are peeled. Leave it to me.
It is stealing, but no one saw me, so I can steal here.
No problem.
Oh, I can't this one, though. The Many Faces of Barath, Book of the Hunt, Ancient Tablet. This fragile tablet was painstakingly etched in Igwithian runes several thousand years ago. Okay, so how do I get this from you guys? Sacred Correspondence of Giftbringer. Even these scrolls have been painstakingly dusted. Oh, really? Among the usual cartographical tombs and manuals,
Leave it to me.
Are a few weathered volumes of travel memoirs and fanciful adventures. Oh man, you guys got a lot of stuff here, but I can't get into it. And okay, maybe one day. Stealing. On the fire-forged path, the travels of... Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to run across these eventually. This is trapped. Total mechanics.
No sweat.
So I got 115 experience for that.
Pretty good, huh? There, done. Sure.
Yeah, okay. So let us talk to you, whoever you are. You're Sen...
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
Sansa bounces back on his heels, a wide grin plastered on his worn face.
How might I assist you?
What do you do here?
Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself, but I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
Do you... Nice dog.
You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he?
Sansa's face splits into a broad grin, bright enough to light the room.
He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
You said you were writing a book?
I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact, and nobody will agree to chart the islands for me. You think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense.
He folds his arms, sighing.
I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday.
Put some nice pictures in that book, and you got your explorer right here. If it pays, I've got a bold heart any ship. Need a hand?
Do you mean it? This is... Wow! I can't thank you enough. It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters.
Despite his words, the gleeful expression on his face has not faded.
Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, Aimika. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island?
Yeah.
I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Magi. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet.
Okay.
Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Well, that sounds cool.
You told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand. I'd have said you were out of your mind.
He gives you a dismissive gesture with his pipe hand. So you don't approve of this, Eder? 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 I don't know, Eder. Some people pronounce his name Eder. I always pronounce it Eder. I don't know.
Not because I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go.
Well, that's true, and the more I wander around, the more trouble we find. Isn't that true, huh?
Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die. Well, you already did, but me, I mean.
He cocks his head to one side and smiles. I couldn't go having all the fun. By myself.
Well, real nice of you to share. Someday I'll have to get you a gift. Wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last one.
There is something accusatory behind Eder's eyes.
But I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds. Thought you were weird at first, of course, but you've surprised me.
There's no point to any of this if I have to sacrifice my beliefs. Yeah. There's no point to any of this if I have to sacrifice my beliefs.
There's something to that. I like to think I'm the same way. Except I chose to believe in the goodness of a giant statue that kills everything it passes.
He scrapes his teeth over his lower lip.
Sometimes I have second thoughts about that. I've been meaning to ask, though. How is it you never seem to lose your way through all this?
I have a journal.
What is it tells you you're on the right path?
I never know. It's complicated. I believe in helping people who need it. Sometimes it's more complicated, but others, often it's not. If I am truthful with myself and others, I find that things tend to work out. I think about what the wrong path would be, then I do the opposite. I judge every situation on its own circumstances and leave feelings out of it. My confidence is an illusion I use to entice people into following me blindly. No, I have strong feelings about everything. I accept that even the wrong path is not a dead end. If I am truthful with myself and others, I find that things tend to work out. I believe in helping people who need it. Sometimes it's more complicated. Well, that, but also sometimes the money part of it. But I mean, this is a game where you help people, right? All these RPG games are that way. You help people. I am truthful with myself and others. I find that things. But I have done quests before and said no, I don't want the payment. So there's that too. It depends on the circumstances. I judge every situation on its own circumstances and leave. Well, and that's very true there too. Yeah, let's go with that.
That's quite a feat. You gotta tell me your secrets someday.
He heaves a sigh that sounds as if it's been building up for months. His smile is tight-lipped, wistful.
When I was a boy, things were simpler. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
I could see that being an improvement. Easier to worship a god when their worst traits are swept under the rug. I take it there were no statues in those stories. Oh, yeah.
Well, most stories had him helping folks or making the world work as it should.
He adopts the smile and gently pointed finger of a coaxing parent.
You pray to him. He might help you too.
He lets his finger drop and the smile fades.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes.
If you're having doubts about your beliefs...
Following Aethys was right. Had no reason to question.
He pauses. It could be the light, but the creases around his eyes and mouth seem longer and deeper than your memory of them. Well, and then his whole thing too, the previous game is him and his brother ended up on opposite sides of Waldwin and Aethys. And his brother ended up getting killed from the opposite side. So he's had a lot of disillusionments. Yeah.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
I think the world deserves better. Of course, even Bereth wants us to follow him. No. It's possible if the cause is just. Yeah.
This better be some cause for all the damage he's done. Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing. I think this was just a long way of saying I appreciate the way you've guided things.
Well, I thought maybe you were a little disappointed.
Makes me feel like I'm doing some good, going with you.
He shakes his head with a look on his face that, like he just remembered a joke. Okay. So, can we talk to you more?
Welcome back, welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you?
Show me what you have for sale. Do you sleep here?
Sometimes.
He touches a hand to his forehead and blushes scarlet from his neck to the tips of his ears.
Married to the work, you know? I just get so engrossed in my maps. And next I know, it's morning. Sharing a bed with a few maps is a good sight better than sharing with Caleb, I'll tell you that.
Your dog?
He always hogs the blankets.
He rubs the back of his neck. Yeah, they do. They do. Show me what you have for sale.
Certainly, certainly. It would be my pleasure. Of course, it's mostly books and knickknacks. Maps I do on commission, you see.
So, we got grimoires here. Pitfalls, lockpicks. Do I need more lockpicks? We'll take that. The moons of Aora. So, like, if I needed to... I pick up a lot of block picks along the way, plus I can get into quite a few of them. Okay, so Adventurer's Grimoire. We have these already. What does his not have? So let's look at your grimoire. You have jolting touch, fan of flames, combustion wounds, rolling flame. I don't know which ones you have compared to what he had in that one. Chain lightning, form of the hapless beast. I'll have to think about that.
Welcome back, welcome back. How might I assist you? Certainly, certainly.
Can we compare it? I think this is different. He had the chain lightning. Some of these he already has. Snakeskin grimoire. This one has a lot of different things. Cloak of death. But I'm surprised that we haven't picked up any grimoires along the way yet, to be quite honest. I know there was one in that I totally overlooked in Port Magi that I should have bought. Okay, but I didn't. Okay, so that's this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ever get into any of his stuff. And now we have a quest to go down north of Port Magi. Do I call you by... People just keep moving on and on and on. Commoner.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valians and Rowattians.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
Okay. Company guard, Luminous Audra Mill. Oh. I would think this is where the statue would be coming, right? Eothas? Eothas? You're a mill guard. Rooftop balcony. Karina's voice finds you before she does, her barks of laughter and cheerful directives resounding throughout the mill. She flits from worker to worker, offering critique and approval. When she finally spots you, a shadow of apprehension passes over her face. She hides it with a toothy grin.
If you are here about the taxes, tell the Queen... Oh, you are not the tax collector.
She narrows her eyes, her hand twitching at the hilt of her blade.
What business brings you to my mill?
What do you do here? Karina looks about the room with exaggerated wonder, her green eyes wide. She laughs a little to herself and runs a finger across the arm of the chair beside her. She holds the finger up for your inspection. It is caked in shimmering odd blue dust.
We mill Luminous, of course.
But you know those are souls in that, Audra.
Take big chunks, break into smaller chunks, crush into dust-sized chunks. Per complancanet, it is really not so complicated.
She gives you a condescending little pat on the arm. So who are you?
Okay?
Karina leans in close, one prodigiously furry eyebrow raised.
You go around asking just anyone in Queen's Birth personal questions, maybe you end up dead in a ditch. Have caution, eh? Lucky for you, I am a woman of honor.
She gives you a sunny smile and claps her hands together.
I direct luminous milling for the Valian Trading Company. It's a nice job, huh? And I'm quite good at it. You want to know more? Buy me a drink first, per guano.
Karina claps you on the shoulder, a playful smile on her lips. I need refined lumas.
Ha! I need a large country estate and several handsome women to fan me with palm fronds. It is good for the heart to dream impossible dreams, yes?
And she gives you a quick nod and then laughs quietly to herself, her large ears twitching.
The Ardra belongs to the Valian Trading Company, Aimika. Unless you plan to open a bathhouse to rival Ganor's in Periki's Overlook, we will take no orders from you.
Can't you make an exception?
I cannot.
Her voice is all cheer. Okay. Never
Good
mind.
day.
To be honest, why would I want it? Right?
Why not?
Daily arrivals and deliveries of crude and refined luminous adra are carefully logged here. Okay. Of course, this is all stealing.
I shall be discreet.
Got it. Sure.
Aha! I was able to get some. Go away. Thank you.
Leave it to me.
Aha! Well, I need to select all you guys, don't I?
Time to see and not be seen.
Anyone else here? Meal worker, anyone with a name?
Why not? My eyes are peeled. Sure.
You guys gonna move? Of course not. Oh, quit sweeping over here. Go away.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I can't do that one. These crude shards of luminous adra retain their unearthly glow. Do they now?
Sure.
Oh, is it because of that person down there?
Why not?
Yeah, that's fine. I think I got what I needed. Okay, so this goes back to the Queen's Breath, and this goes where? Oh, the rooftop balcony. Okay. Well, you know there's a giant Adra statue that's coming after your luminous Adra. Of course, maybe it's not enough here for it to attract its attention. Who knows? We have another dog. Really? Alright, where do you all go to? There it is. While Abraham is following you around, your recovery penalty from armor is reduced and your party members will regain some health when they kill an enemy. Wow, that's pretty good. They all have good qualities to them. Okay. So all the way up here to get a stray dog. And how did the stray dog end up here, right? Someone had to have brought the stray dog up there. There's no way it could have got up there on its own. Just no way. Okay, let's see where else we need to go. Picking up a lot of quests, and this is just one small part of this map. Okay, so we need to go over here. New worker? You need to get into over here? Oh, there was another way out. Okay.
Leave it to me.
Where is this going? This is taking us to the east exit. Alrighty. Ooh, pork. Yay, our crew likes pork. Of course, been sitting out here in the... Oh. Lord Admiral Imp? Oh, these are Xanaps or whatever they're called.
Avast, ground filth! Why disturb Lord Admiral, eh?
The imp glances left and right with evident anxiety.
Not doing anything wrong! Go away!
The Xanaps flanking the imp chitter to themselves and glance around the district. You wouldn't be trying to steal a boat, would you? DeSalle sent me? Are you a quest? I'm trying to steal a boat, would you?
Boat? Lord Admiral has fleet! Blast filthy ground stink city! Start with you, eh?
The pitch of the imp's voice begins to turn heads.
Get her, cullies!
The imp points at you and screeches at the top of the lungs. Are we into battle now? Okay, I guess we are. I have a grenade. I'm just gonna throw on you right there. And you do your bouncing Betty. On this one here. And you have your warding seal. Put that right there. You're just gonna attack the imp. Well, you actually have a grenade too, gonna think of it. You have a stun bomb too.
Sorry, friend.
Futile!
Okay, and I'm almost dead. How did that happen so fast? Really? Come on. You should have a scroll of minor healing. Do that on me, because I'm going to need it. It looks like I'm dying right away.
You like that?
I did die right away, didn't I? Did we not do anything here, guys? Really? Maybe I ought to go after these over here. Where are you almost dead? What do you have? No, we don't want the rolling plane. You had one that was a fireball. Okay, there it came back.
This is futile!
Was futile. Okay.
That's me too.
Not even close.
So you guys not killing him or what? Bloodied. Near death.
That's it!
Okay. You. How about this one here? He's almost dead.
Can't take much more.
How are you dying? From what? Okay. Was this a quest I had? I don't know. Champion Spear. Oh, we got a Torque of Intellect. It's a neck. The enchantments of the simple metal band causes it to ring with strange and lovely vibrations. Okay. Oh, and another ring. Ibis. Being critically hit with fire attack will cause interrupt and give a -10 wheel penalty. This ring was discovered at the home of the dwarf alchemist Bulk after her infamous disappearance. When her creditors scoured her house for valuables, the ring was sitting on the entry table. A small scratch of parchment next to it bore her handwriting. It appeared to have been torn from a larger volume, possibly a diary, where the birds sing a pretty song, it read. The band of this mysterious ring is of an unknown metal, but the stone set in its center is almost certainly jade. The gemstone bears an ancient pictograph depicting an owl. Paradoxically, the Ingwithian word for ibis is embossed around the band. Donning the ring briefly fills the ears with the sound of birdsong and running water. Interesting. Okay, so let's give this to these here. What's this? A horn. Oh, it's an ingredient. Okay. Lord Admiral Im's head. Bounty, Lord Admiral Imp. Oh, that was one of my bounties. Ask me to track down Lord Admiral Imp, the once mascot of the ship the Firebrand, and kill him. Oh, okay. This, I have to go back to the Radiant Court in Dumangi, whatever it is. Okay, so let's look at these rings, because I realize I'm wearing a ring that should be going to... Which one is it? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. I'm wearing some kind of jewelry that should be going to Cypher's shackle. The woman who recently wore that shackle came from... that had sickles on it. That's not that one. Maybe I gave it to somebody else. Okay, who did the rings end up going to? Oh, this is it. The 2 gallons are ability to shield the wearer from the myriad pearls and pay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is one. I gave it to him, but it should go to her. It should go to her. Okay, so did the rings end up going to you? Where did they end up going to? Okay, you have... Where did they end up going to? The rings, the rings. Oh, goodness. You're out of room for scrolls, but you have room for one. And you have room for one. Oh, you can't use it. Because you don't have... Okay. Where did those rings just go to? Here. Okay, the neck. This is for the neck. Okay, anyone not have a necklace? This is worth 310. Yours is worth 210. This gives her max health. This gives intellect. Oh, it's only 210. I was thinking it was 310. No, it's gonna get sold. Alright, so Ring of Ibis. Flame Ward. 3+ burn armor rating. Being critically hit with the fire attack will cause interrupt and give a 10 overwhelmed being. Alright, let's just give it to you since you don't have a ring. Okay.
Not a bad bit of tackle, Cap.
More stuff here.
Indeed.
Alright, so we did get one of the bounties done. Good.
Huh?
And I ended up dying again. Flint and tinder. I don't know why we need the flint. I haven't used them yet that I'm aware of. Grog. Commoner.
Sure.
Okay. This just takes us back up to where we were at. So we want to go down here around the wharf, the pier. Sailor, sailor. Yep, drinking.
I don't have a voice for shanties these days. Too much salt in the air.
Not even my Vithrak darling.
A 10-minute falsetto per complanca net.
Okay, so this looks like this is a bar. Alright, time to go in here. Paddler's Canal. The wild... Well, I can't read that. The wild something. Let's see. The wild mare. Okay.
Do you enjoy coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
Maybe with the name, commoner. Oh, there's a name over here. Oh, that's the bartender. Okay. The wild mare. Here's a name over here.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
A Balalian shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention, turning a great many heads to study your exchange. He takes a heavy swig of his tankard. I'll bet you say that to all your clients. Yeah.
Que? No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Ah, that's right. Leaning in close, he sips from the tankard and loudly sucks moisture from his upper lip. Please step away. The sound of you drinking in my ear is repulsive. Yeah, who's asking?
I am Aboko. and I am positioned to offer. I have opportunities for.
He clumsily unfolds a sheet of parchment. The tanker slips in his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
Give him an ale. Here, you need this more than I do.
Agrasima, do you know what my problem is, Amika?
He accepts the tankard and drinks deeply.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking up a spray of spelled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
I don't think this is your line of work. What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job? You will take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing to the corners of his eyes. What? I guess I'm not understanding. Do you even have the money to pay us if you're unable to get people to even do them, right?
Agrasima, something special for my first hunter then.
He drains his tankard and tucks it in under his arm to retrieve his sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Meriel, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
Give Marge... she joins the goddess of death in the beyond. Yeah, I already got it.
My first bounty to pay off. An exciting day for us both.
So I gained 1,400 copper. You have lost an item. Your quest experience 2,700. Yay.
Maybe it's not much, but as I make more deals, more pyres will be available, Ak?
So you seem down on your luck.
It is true that I have stumbled in my career path.
He clears his throat.
Now that I have such an accomplished hunter, I can stand in the long shadow of your success.
Yeah, I was wondering what that head was in my inventory. I'd seen it there before when I was going through, and it's like, why is this here? I hadn't met him yet. Okay. Sure.
It's not all bad, but the momentum of meeting new clients over drinks and in such enchanting company, it drains the stamina, my friend.
So what bounties do you have available?
I finally managed to land the rights to a bounty of value. You may not like it. There is a thirsty drake who roosts near an oasis northeast of Mage Island. An important site for refilling canteens.
Oh, no.
The local tribes call him Purakeo, after a sea dragon of legend. Even so, they have no love for this water thief.
Sure, before I go, I had some questions.
Agrasima, you have but to ask.
Nope, that's all. Alright, so I got more bounties then. Interesting. Okay, here's a captain over here. So what, they have 2 bars or something? Oh, that's the entertainment. Okay.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, Amiko.
A Balanian sailor raises her tankard and arches her back to invite a torrent of ale down her expectant mouth. Holding this pose with nothing to show for it, she tips the tankard's base and furrows her brow at its apparent emptiness. Her companion shakes his head and focuses his attention elsewhere.
Madiko, it is no wonder I thirst.
As she wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, her eyes widen and meet yours.
This is not a temple I expected the gods to frequent.
She gaps at you and swallows. Ah, okay. Your next grog is on me. You don't seem to be having as much fun as the rest of the clientele.
The fun ran dry with the coin.
She manages a wan smile.
When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Radora.
She sighs up at the stage. Well, here, your next grog is on me.
Agrasima. Even in the oasis I am parched.
And she pockets the coins and glances past you to the bar.
If you grant wishes, there is a vacancy on my ship.
Redora's frown cracks to reveal a shy smile.
Yet another reminder that not every seaworthy vessel be crewed up to the standards of the sorcerer.
As the captain of the Defiant, I'm already taken.
Sientere, sere.
Medora inclines her head.
Next time around the wheel, perhaps.
So Zamar sent me to collect your debt.
Merla, and he hired muscle.
Medora takes a shaky step back.
Sientere, but you are too late to collect.
She holds out her palms and flinches at the blow that doesn't come.
A gang in the northern alley stole every coin. I cannot hire a crew, much less repay Zamar.
She slowly lowers her trembling hands. Was Immerse having some pirate trouble? Could this gang be connected?
If they wanted Zamar to thirst for coin, it is possible. Botzos will regret it when I turn my cannons to their mast.
Medora raises her empty mug as the vow is struck.
Those the cannons you'll be waiting for Zamar to cast you. Because I'll be seeing more holes in that plan than in any Principe mast's future or no.
His green eyes pry at her from over crossed arms. Sounds like my quarrel is with this gang. No money means I'm no longer interested. Sounds like my quarrel. So why don't you tell me what happened?
Wizard lights threw me like a moth to the alley north of the wild mare.
Okay, her eyes turned downcast.
And the blow to the back of the head that followed, Merlight hurt.
She touches a spot behind her ear and hisses. Okay.
Then a wolf sat on my chest while a group of thugs went through my pockets.
A wolf?
It growled like a thunderstorm and drooled on my uniform.
Okay.
I stumbled back here and traded all I had left for the comforts of the mare.
Sounds like my quarrel is with this gang. Farewell.
When you got their leader, tell them Radora sent you.
She raises her mug and winks. Okay. So, that expanded that, huh? Alright, so we have an upstairs. These are the dancers.
Where in the blazes is that old man?
I'm a little busy, they say. Okay. So who are you? You are a wealthy gentleman. Get a load of these outfits, eh? And you're Khan? A young woman lingers near the stage with a mug of ale clutched tight in her hands. Though she shows no interest in the dancers, the bags beneath her eyes speak to many long nights spent drinking in the tavern. She looks lazily about the room until her gaze alights on you with interest.
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dresses funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead.
Lie? No, can't say I have. Why do you care?
That old goose punter owes me a fair bit of coin.
She takes a deep drink from her mug and concludes it with a tremendous belch. How much are we talking about? She leans close and whispers conspiratorially in your ear.
5,000 coppers, if you'd believe it.
That's a lot.
And if you give me my money back, I'll give you a 20% share as thanks.
Sure, it's not like I've got something better to do. Who owes you money? I don't even know about this. 20%, but I'll be the one doing all the work. Who owes you money?
The drunk old goat I was pestering you about, Oswald. Like the credulous fool I am, I gave him a loan and he ran off before paying me back.
20%, yeah, that's fine.
I can't thank you enough. No one's been willing to so much as tell me the date until you came along. The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur.
Have you tried being nice?
She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Let's see you do better. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur.
I got a few questions.
What do you want to know?
So, who are you?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. But hey, what the hell?
She breaks an impatient hand through her dirty hair.
I'm one of the countless minor nobles that litter the Deerwooden countryside. You know Admeth Hadret, hero of the War of Defiance? He's my great whatever.
So what's the problem with that?
When people find out, they start doing weird shit. Calling me lady, opening doors for me, buying me drinks. Really, the title is a mockery. It means nothing to me.
So what does Oswald owe you money for? She stares into the depths of her mug and sighs.
It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing. Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous audra, create a device that would add years to one's life.
Oh, okay.
Must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
So what's your history with Oswald? She groans theoretically like she can't bear to recount the tale.
The man's a family friend. Has been for, must be 4 generations now. The perk of being an elf, eh?
Okay.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask
I
me.
already knew
I'm
that.
one of the countless minor nobles that litter the Deerwooden countryside. My thoughts exactly.
Alright. You got all these weird quests that just kind of don't make sense, really.
Leave it.
Quickly and quietly.
That's still considered stealing. So is that. Dancer's outfit. Oh, I don't want a dancer's outfit.
No problem.
So that's why we have to go upstairs. Okay. Grog. Oh, we need to go talk to the bartender, because I'm sure they're going to have a quest for us. They usually always do, right?
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend.
A jolly man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are corded with thick muscle and cross-haired with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
Oh, show me what you have for sale.
See anything you like? You let me know.
Backstage storage room. Oh, to rest. Okay. Private dance room. Lasts for 1 rest plus... Well, let's just go ahead and do this. Because I was damaged, right? Okay, so upstairs we go. Where was that at? Because it's not showing up on the map. Well, there's the stairs, so I assume they're over here. Yep, there they are. It'd be so easy to miss people in here because they're moving around so much. I think in the Pillars of Eternity, the first one, I did miss some quests. Commoner. Okay, here's a name. Assume the position? What?
Sure.
Okay, we have this one, Yamar.
See something you like?
The dancer turns to give you a coy smile, tugging at his lips. He's short for an elf, but no less graceful for his lacking height. His long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the wash of color in his cheeks.
Aloth, this is the last place I expected to see you. Have your interests changed so much since our time at Bracken Hill?
Oh my gosh. A grin lightens up Immerse's face. He fidgets with his hair self-consciously, smoothing it down where it's been mussed. So you know Aloth, huh?
No, I still enjoy tile puzzles and deflecting personal questions. Anyway, what are you doing here?
He looks away as though he's trying to ignore Ymir's eager gaze. The faint trace of a smile forms on, yeah,
I could ask the same of you.
He laughs lightly, a hand over his mouth.
I make my own hours, meet fascinating people, and the coin's nothing to sneer at. Better than stuffy old books and unflattering robes.
He casts a critical eye over Aloth's outfit. He opens his mouth to speak, but decides better of it. Introduce me to your friend. This is amazing.
It's good to see you again, Aloth. Anyway, I should get back to it. Be well.
He smiles warmly at Aloth, blush coloring the tips of his ears. Everyone isn't getting everyone is getting...
It was lovely seeing you.
He catches himself looking panicked.
Perhaps lovely is too strong a word. I meant pleasant. Perfectly agreeable.
He looks at you, syringed.
I can see where I may have confused the poor fellow in our academy days.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
Well, tell me about yourself.
I suppose.
He looks at you with a newly critical eye.
I was raised in the Eder Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Nikotaka. As you can see, I stayed.
How'd you become a courtician? What kind of incident?
A handful of my fellow students got up to a bit of mischief that ended with several people dead.
Wow. His gaze lingers on the floor, the cushions, the tables, anywhere but your face. After a moment, he shrugs, offering no further explanation. Wow.
Did you enjoy the show?
Tell me
There's
about
more to see, if you're interested. I suppose. I was raised in the Eder Empire.
So how did you become a courtician?
Young, same as any of the courtesans here, I imagine.
He brushes his hair back from his face with a sigh. His long-suffering smile says he's answered this question many times before.
I showed an aptitude. I trained with a master, and when I was ready, I began accepting clients of my own.
What does training entail? Yeah. Well, there has to be more to your story than that.
There's more to every story.
He cants his head to the side, inspecting you with narrowed eyes.
But the rest of it belongs to me, and I don't care to share it. I suppose. I was raised in the Eder Empire. When same as any of the I showed an aptitude.
What does training entail?
I'd be happy to show you.
For a price. Never
Till
mind.
Later, then.
Okay. So we have Beloved Land Poems from Al Graffin. The tree, the wind. Who shall hear the voice of the wind? Its beauty resplendent, unseen, untangible. Its tongue whispers the oath. I move, I carry. Always will I fly, and always will I change. For nothing is permanent. Nothing escapes my grasp. Who shall call the heart of the wind? It travels swiftly, fiercely, untouchable. Its fist howls the promise. I push, I break, never will I stop, and never will I land. All is in my domain, and all bend to my will. Who shall resist the force of the wind? Its anger presses, pushes, drives, and the tree answers its call. Yes, your voice is loud, your name is grand, your force is mighty. I shall not resist, I will not defy, I will bend. Your power shall wash over me. You want me to bow? I will bow, but I will always stand. I will always return. I will always recover. This is my pledge. That is my promise. That is my oath. Interesting. Poetry, a compilation. The expedition. I move. There is no compulsion, it is not a need, but something pulls. I cannot deny its draw. The white winds are past my vision. Its fierce eyes watch me as I move. The wolf tracks my step, a silent companion who will not join. All is blank. The pale expanse lies before and behind. I search. The miles pass and still my feet move. My hunt continues unabated. The landscape returns my gaze, unaffected by my presence. The snow falls, needles driven by the wind. Its cold teeth bite my skin. The snow gathers, its hands around my feet. A fierce opponent who will not relent. All is white. My journey continues. I travel. I can no longer stop. A true compulsion forms. The need drives me on. I must see. The sun breaks through the gray. Its unrelenting gaze dulls me. My body warms under its touch. Frigid limbs move again and carry me farther. All is empty. The breath of existence is my destination. Okay. So we're here to talk to someone about stealing money. Well, no, that isn't the one that we're here to talk about. Let's go up this one first. Amalia.
No sweat.
3? Amaryllis. A young woman reclines on the cushions. A hookah holds held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself. Her voice is soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilba.
Can looking for someone named Oswald sound familiar? Oh. Tell me about yourself.
It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure.
A teasing smile pulls at the corner of her lips. Her voice is wistful, almost melancholic.
My troop were my family, and we traveled the whole of the Eder Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences.
Too bad you didn't do something more productive with your life. That sounds a pleasant life.
The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin.
She gives you a pained smile and looks away. Okay, that is worldly.
I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. I could not give that up. Have you come to hear some verse?
So Ken's looking for someone named Oswald. Sound familiar?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now, please leave.
She gestures towards the door and makes a shooing motion. Well, we have different things. We've got diplomacy, we have streetwise, we have insight. It's clear you care quite a bit for him. Let me help. Oswald's run up a debt with the wrong people. I can help him. What if he's in danger? Don't you care about his well-being? Let's do insight. It's clear you care quite a bit for him. Let me help. She chews on a knuckle, brow furrowed, deciding whether she should trust you. Then she sighs heavily and gives you a sheepy smile.
Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Eder. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran.
Her eyes gain a distant, unfocused look, and a wistful smile spreads across her face.
He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since.
Uh-oh.
I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him. Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
Okay. Interesting. Is that this?
Leave it to me.
Aha, it is. Okay, so Oswald's journal. Gondang? This afternoon I walked the streets of Nekataka and felt an unusual spring in my steps. I cannot be sure if it is the fine weather of the archipelago or my great distance from the deerwood and the blasted Goose and Fox Inn that has gifted me this buoyancy of spirit, but I am grateful nonetheless. Yeah, the Goose and Fox, I remember that one. I have seen no sign of the girl. Haley be praised. God's willing, I have slipped her net at last. Mirrors dig? The shadows are strange here, seeming to move of their own accord. As I passed from Queen's Birth to Periki's Overlook this morning, I could have swore I saw one turn to face me, then another. I fled the area as quickly as I could, and as far as I can tell, I was not followed. I have many enemies, as any man of a roguish, adventurous mien should, though none have cause to search for me here. I know these shadows must be but a trick of the mind, but still I am uneasy. The next entry is written in a shaky wild hand, clearly penned in great haste. Ragzading? As I put me down to bed this evening, I heard a faint whispering beneath my window. I always leave it open to better catch the breeze, and thanks be to Halia for it, as I might have been none the wiser. However, when I went to investigate, no one was there, and yet I know I heard voices. I may be old, perhaps even paranoid, but I am not crazy. I must leave this place with all haste. Gods protect me in my flight. On the next and final page of the journal is a symbol of Whitaker, a broken crown, scrawled in a deep red ink. Okay. Give Oswald's journal. Okay. Who are you, Rubina? A fire godlike woman polishes a pair of stocks, tending to them with the fondness of a mother for her favorite child. Oh, stocks, yeah. The room is dim, illuminated only by the glow of her steel-forged skin. Her eyes burned with the light of Magra's fire. When she hears you enter, she shoots you a look of utter contempt. Oh, they all look down on me.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
Tell me about yourself.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this.
She leans back against a wall of chains. They clank and rattle, and she smiles at the sound. Oh, so you're S&M,
Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others. To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength.
You know, since I'm visually impaired, I pick up on voices a lot and tones and inflections, and a lot of these character actors here are all the same. They're just changing their tone a little bit or adding nuances into it, but it's just like her voice is very much my voice, and I've heard her in some of the other characters too.
But we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again.
She wraps a chain around her arm and tugs. The steel links glow red with forged fire where they touch her skin. Okay. And here's someone here. A burly dwarven man hums a jaunty tune to himself as he facetiously organizes the collection of scented oils. When he hears you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and a humongous outstretched hand. His grip is strong and sure. I keep wondering if we're going to find new party members or crew members, but we haven't yet.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins?
He claps his knee with a bark of laughter.
Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
He wipes a tear from his eyes, still chuckling.
Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
How'd you end up here?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
He crosses his thick arms over his chest. A slight blush spreads across his cheeks. Well, indulge me.
Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Not meant for delicate work.
He turns his hands palm up for you to inspect. Just one is easily large enough to cover your entire face. Yeah, it does take a little bit of finesse to work with pottery.
Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in the Mauer and death godlike.
He nods to himself. Well, you seem bored here.
I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could.
He gives you a nervous chuckle and scratches at his beard.
The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean?
What life's without a little excitement? Stability sounds pretty good about right now. Yeah, what's life without a little excitement?
Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window.
He nods vigorously. Well, you could come with me. I'm looking for help.
Where to?
He raises an inquisitive brow, his large hands previously dancing with restless energy still. You know the 700-foot-tall statue made of Eder? I'm going after it.
No kidding.
He nearly drops a bottle of massage oil in his excitement.
I like to see something like that for myself.
He sighs, a wistful edge in his voice.
Do you think I could come with you? Just for a bit.
Grab your things then and let's go.
Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
Aha! New companion or a crew member? He's a chanter. Okay, sidekicks. Choose the single class or multiple class for this companion. Sidekicks start out as unique NPCs, integral to specific quests, complete with their own personalities and looks, and they may offer to join your party as a reward for completing the quest. Just like companions, these new characters have a custom portrait and voice sound set. However, unlike companions, they do not have their own vision quest and will not participate in the companion relationship system. Oh, so he's a sidekick. Interesting. So he's a chanter, but I can make him a barbarian, so I can make him a howler. But he won't be doing anything with us, right? Will he? Because he's not a real companion. He's a sidekick. Well, let's make him a howler. That's the chanter. That's the barbarian. I see. Maybe just make him a barbarian. No, let's go with both. I have not worked with multi class, so let's do it. Ah, okay, so but they said he wasn't a companion, right? Available for hire. She's got the, we'll see. Okay. Interesting. Here I was just saying we can't hire, we can't get anybody new, and we just did. How did I know? How did I know? Anyway, let's go down and talk to Khan. Give her the journal, Oswald's journal. and let her know.
I don't know how you and the Watchers sleep, carrying all those souls around.
Some nights it's the lantern that lulls me to sleep. It pulses like a heart in my hand.
If you find that comforting, then I'm glad for you.
Okay, oh, I went the wrong way, didn't I? I meant to go, yep. I went the wrong way. I meant to go down. Well, I was supposed to, well, where did we just end up at?
I'm pretty good, huh?
That's unusual.
No sweat. Got it. Why not?
But where did we end up at? I was thinking we were going back into... Okay. It's a district home. I don't know. Okay.
All right. Which one of us am I thinking of now?
You be thinking of the Watcher.
That's 10 in a row. That's some talent you got.
Aye, the talent of noticing who you be glancing at before you ask me who you be thinking of.
In other words, Adar, you're not very smart. Okay. This is where I was trying to get to. Down here. And it's over an hour, so I'm trying to get into the white mare. The wild mare. I just wanted to finish up this one quest, get it off of our, unless it extends it out, which it could very well be. If it does, it does. Okay. And she is over... Here she is.
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet?
Yeah, here's the journal. Khan flips through Oswald's journal, then stops and looks up at you, eyes wide. Someone has hastily scrawled the broken crown symbol of Woutica across the last page. Khan mutters to herself. She traces the symbol with her finger and frowns.
Oh, Oswald, you really stepped in it now, haven't you? Getting mixed up with Woodikins? You damned old fool.
She shakes her head sadly and closes the journal with a snap.
Where could they have taken him?
She chews on her lower lip with uneven teeth and mutters to herself. You must have sailed through half the Deadfire to get to Nikitaka. Anything catch your eye?
Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay, bent over the bulwark, giving Andra a taste of my innards. I hate boats. Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick.
She blinks, remembering.
When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked.
Weird temple? Yeah. Seems as good a place to start as any.
Go take a look then and let me know what you find.
She marks the location on your map with a flourish.
With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
Okay, maybe I would have already been there. I don't know. Quest updated. Okay. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. And when we come back, I think... Let me see. I think we still had a little bit more left of this area, Nikitaka, to go through. I hate episodes like this where it's just all this talking and talking. Yeah, we still have to go through... Yeah, we still have to go through here. We haven't been here or here. Well, here and here. And then we need... We have north, west, east, and south to go. So, anyway, if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.